Want to learn 2 hours of fun facts you didn't know? If you like learning weird things you can later bring up in any conversation, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Let's begin. Here's something wild. In Kentucky, there is a full-scale replica of Noah's Ark, made with more than 3 million board feet of wood. It is equal to 1.5 American football fields. It is the largest timber frame structure ever built in history. Standing in front of that massive wooden structure creates pure amazement and makes you reflect on human limits. Seabright chickens are a 19th century British breed with golden feathers and perfect black edges. They are not raised for eggs or meat, but exclusively for their ornamental beauty. They are so elegant they look like feathered jewels walking down an avian high-fashion runway. Pay attention. Some robot vacuums spy on your house while they clean. They map every corner collecting data about furniture and home size. Companies can deduce your income level and habits. What looks like a harmless appliance could actually be costing you your privacy without you realizing it. The HoloLens 2 is an augmented reality headset that tracks your eyes and hands with surgical precision. You simply look at an object and select it as if your gaze had powers. It is used from surgeries to industrial design. Your eyes command, your hands create, and your digital environment obeys. Africa's vervet monkeys have a fluorescent electric blue scrotum that indicates their social status. The more vibrant the blue, the higher their rank. If they lose leadership, the color fades. It is not pigment, but structural coloration, the same effect that makes the sky blue. In these primates, power does not need words or fights to make itself noticed. The blue-footed booby walks clumsily on land but dives through the air at 62 miles per hour to catch fish. The blue color of its feet comes from the carotenoids in its diet, and the bluer they are, the more attractive they become for reproduction. The perfect proof that appearances deceive and clumsiness does not define real ability. Shocking fact. The Amazonian pirarucu grows up to 9 feet long, weighs 440 pounds, and has scales resistant to piranha bites. It has a bony-toothed tongue and needs to breathe air by surfacing. It is considered a living fossil, millions of years old, an aquatic relic of the Amazon that has dominated the continent's freshwater for millions of years. In Chernobyl, dogs with bluish fur, never before documented in the nuclear disaster zone, have been spotted. Researchers believe the color is due to industrial chemical contamination and not radiation mutations. They have lived for generations in that hostile environment, and science still has no answer. An unsolved mystery. Manute Bol was the tallest player in NBA history at 7 feet 7 inches. He tied in height with Gheorghe Mureșan. He is the only player in history with more blocked shots than points scored. But the most surprising thing was that he returned to Sudan with his entire salary and distributed it among neighbors, friends, and family. The most generous player professional sports has ever known. The sound of the Super Saiyan aura was built from the heartbeat of a baby captured through ultrasound. The sound designer processed it with effects to transmit strength and life at the same time. A genius creation that fused raw energy with the most intimate sound of existence. In Masai Mara, Kenya, Tira was discovered, a zebra with dark brown fur and white spots instead of stripes. It suffers from pseudomelanism, an extremely rare genetic mutation that reverses the color pattern of its species. This coloration reduces its camouflage and makes it more vulnerable to predators. Nature proving that its printing errors can become works of art. In the year 2013, Chris Hadfield recorded the first music video from space, performing a version of Space Oddity by David Bowie. His guitar floated freely in zero gravity, and the video gathered more than 50 million views. Bowie himself described it as the most touching version ever created of his song. 40 light-years from Earth lies 55 Cancri E, known as the Diamond Planet. Much of its mass is composed of crystallized carbon forming giant layers of pure diamond. Temperatures reach 4,352 degrees Fahrenheit, and a year there lasts only 18 Earth hours. In Thailand, the AI police cyborg 1.0 patrols the streets, a humanoid robot with 360-degree cameras and real-time facial recognition. It scans crowds and sends immediate alerts to command headquarters, detecting weapons and people on blacklists. Its official name within the police force is Colonel Nakanpatham Plodphai. The Eye of the Sahara is a circular formation almost 31 miles wide in Mauritania that can only truly be appreciated from space. It was spotted in 1965 by the astronauts of the Gemini 4 mission. It is not a meteor crater but a 100-million-year-old anticline dome formed by magmatic activity. In the year 2019, the Mississippi pocket shark was confirmed in the Gulf of Mexico. It measures only 5.5 inches but glows in the dark with bioluminescent glands to attract prey. It is one of the 9 bioluminescent sharks confirmed by science. Small, bright, and deadly. In Italy, transhumance has been practiced for more than 1,000 years, where donkeys transport newborn lambs along the slopes of the Alps. With room for up to 8 babies at a time, they care for them delicately to protect their fragile legs. UNESCO recognized it in the year 2019 as intangible cultural heritage of humanity. In Norway, there is a festival where all the instruments are built entirely from natural ice, extracted from frozen lakes. The Ice Music Festival was founded in the year 2006 by percussionist Turje Isungset. The instruments melt with environmental heat, so each concert lasts only a few hours. Every performance is literally unique and impossible to repeat. In the year 2019, Microsoft Japan gave its employees 5 consecutive Fridays off without reducing their salary. Productivity increased by 40%, and employees missed work 25% less. The experiment pushed many companies around the world to rethink their work schedules. Working less resulted in working better. In the year 2006, an Australian man tried to sell New Zealand on eBay as a joke listing. The bidding climbed to nearly $3,000 before eBay canceled the auction. The reason was that selling countries is prohibited on the platform. New Zealand remains an independent country. The higginbana, known in Japan as the flower of hell, has intense red petals and is associated with death and farewell. In ancient times, it was planted in cemeteries because its poisonous bulbs kept away animals that could dig up bodies. It appears in anime such as Tokyo Ghoul to announce the imminent death of a character. The Chilean doctor Apolinaria Garcia developed the first probiotic capable of eliminating the Helicobacter pylori bacteria after 17 years of research. Unlike antibiotics, it uses good bacteria to create a protective barrier in the stomach lining. With no side effects and clinically proven results, it could save millions of lives every year. Chile at the forefront of global biotechnology. A study from the University of Massachusetts revealed that people tell on average 3 lies in every 10-minute conversation. Not always with bad intentions, people lie to exaggerate, omit information, or make conversation flow more smoothly. It is such a deeply rooted behavior that avoiding it completely is practically impossible. Everyone lies all the time, even without realizing it. In Hawaii's rivers lives the Sisiopterus, a tiny fish that climbs vertical waterfalls up to 328 feet high, using its mouth and fins like suction cups. This ability evolved because Hawaiian rivers can become isolated by catastrophes, forcing fish to search for new territories. It does it by alternating suction like a caterpillar. In South Korea, there is biodegradable paper that you can plant directly in the soil once you finish using it. The Seed Paper Initiative incorporates natural seeds into the paper pulp during manufacturing. Once buried, the sheets germinate and wildflowers grow. Finishing a book has never had such positive consequences for a garden. During the filming of Castaway, Tom Hanks immersed himself so deeply into the character that he forgot when the cameras were rolling. He lost 48 pounds and stopped cutting his hair for a year. A leg wound caused an infection that nearly gave him deadly sepsis, and he had to be rushed to the hospital. CLR-CFF is the first coffee in the world that looks like bottled water while fully preserving the aroma, flavor, and caffeine. It was created through high-precision filtration that removes dark pigments without chemicals or preservatives, practically calorie-free and made with pure Arabica extract. It will never stain your teeth or clothes. When an iceberg flips over, the part submerged for centuries emerges with incredible colors: emerald green, neon turquoise, or marble-like black veins. This happens because the ice at the base was compressed for thousands of years by entire glaciers, expelling all air bubbles. That extremely dense ice absorbs and reflects light completely differently from normal ice. A study published in Social Indicators Research determined that having a dog or cat provides as much satisfaction as getting married, equivalent to an increase of 3 to 4 happiness points on a 7-point scale. Researchers quantified that emotional value at approximately $90,000 in terms of well-being. Pets also reduce stress, loneliness, and doctor visits. In the Nevada desert, there is Fly Geyser, a wonder born from a human mistake in the 1960s when a company drilled the ground searching for hot water. The travertine cones over 9 feet tall are covered in thermophilic algae that give them colors from orange to deep green. It has never stopped growing since that accident. Blue Origin completed the NS-31 mission in the year 2025, the first all-female crewed flight since 1963. Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, and 4 other women reached 66 miles in altitude and experienced weightlessness. Jonathan Vero traveled 893 feet wrapped in flames on September 10th of the year 2022, breaking the previous record. He also beat the 100-meter record under those conditions by completing it in 17 seconds. He wore a full firefighter suit. Aurora Sky Kastner was born in the Galveston County Jail while her mother was serving a sentence, and she grew up enduring the stigma of that origin. She graduated 3rd in her high school class and managed to enter Harvard Law School. The support of her father and a mentor from the Project Mentor program were key to her story. The Honduran white bat has completely white fur, yellow ears, and a bright nose that makes it look like a living stuffed toy. Instead of living in caves, it bites the veins of leaves until they fold, creating a perfect tent that camouflages it from predators. In Saudi Arabia, spreading gossip on social media can cost up to 5 years in prison and multi-million-dollar fines. The law penalizes comments, posts, and even private messages that affect the reputation of people or institutions. The official goal is to combat misinformation, although many see it as censorship. If you visit that country, think twice before forwarding a rumor. Balance Rock in Arches National Park, Utah, is a rock that seems to defy logic with its 128-foot height. It remains standing because its center of mass is perfectly aligned over the sandstone pedestal. Wind erosion sculpted it for millions of years until leaving it in that impossible position. In the 20th century, a belief emerged in Beijing that photographs contain the spiritual essence of the person photographed. Even taking a picture of the emperor was considered offensive because it could weaken his life force. This belief explains why early cameras generated fear in several Asian cultures. Fear of the unknown, always finding metaphors in technology. Sweden is building the world's first permanent electric highway where vehicles recharge while driving without stopping. The technology uses conductive rails integrated into the roadway that transfer energy directly to the vehicle battery while moving. It will be operational by the year 2026, with expansion plans through 2045. The oxalis plant stores tension in its seed capsules until the slightest touch makes them explode, launching seeds long distances away. If several nearby capsules activate, they create a chain reaction difficult to stop. It is not a defense mechanism but a reproduction system. The plant launches itself to colonize new territories. Cat urine glows under ultraviolet light in a yellow-green tone, thanks to a compound called porphyrin that cats excrete. This property is useful for detecting stains invisible to the naked eye on carpets and furniture. It also helps veterinarians identify possible health problems in felines. Josef Menchik lived in a medieval castle without electricity or cars, teaching young people the values of chivalry. When German tanks invaded his country in 1938, he rode out on horseback wearing full armor to confront the invasion alone. The soldiers sent him back home, not knowing what to do with him. The actor who voices Winnie the Pooh in Spanish calls children staying in hospitals and speaks to them using the famous bear's voice. He gives them moments of joy in the middle of their treatments, helping them forget their difficulties for a moment. He collaborates with 2 nonprofit organizations to bring this initiative to more hospitals. In Bolivia, there is the only hotel in the world built almost entirely from blocks of salt extracted from the Uyuni salt flat. From the walls to the furniture, the Palacio de Sal is made from the same material that surrounds it. It is designed to avoid humidity that could dissolve the structures. Guinea pigs produce a soft excrement called a secatroph that they ingest directly in an essential double digestion process. This allows them to absorb vitamins B and K, proteins, and beneficial bacteria that are not absorbed during the first pass. If a guinea pig leaves cecatrophs uneaten, it may be a sign of obesity or arthritis. The biological intelligence of these animals at its finest. Among the ruins of Caesarea Maritima, there is a stone mentioning Pontius Pilate, the Roman prefect who ordered the crucifixion of Jesus. The city was built by Herod the Great more than 2,000 years ago and served as the capital of the province of Judea. Its ruins include the palace where the Apostle Paul was imprisoned. Topkapi Palace in Istanbul was the residence of the Ottoman sultans for nearly 400 years and the center of one of the most powerful empires in history. From its terraces, you can simultaneously see the Golden Horn, the Bosporus, and the Sea of Marmara. Today, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Researchers confirmed microplastics in human reproductive fluids. 69% of female follicular fluid samples and 55% of male seminal fluid samples contain them. Animal studies show they may cause inflammation and DNA damage. The scientific community has not yet determined the full long-term impact. Hurrem Sultan was captured at a young age and sold as a slave to the harem of Suleiman the Magnificent. Through intelligence and determination, she convinced Suleiman to free her and marry her, something unprecedented in the Ottoman Empire. From that position, she built hospitals, schools, and influenced military decisions. From slave to architect of power, all in one lifetime. Charlotte Lee from the United States has the world's largest rubber duck collection, with more than 9,000 figures that she began gathering in 1996. It includes ducks from Star Wars, pirates, athletes, and rare pieces from the 1930s, all displayed in glass cabinets. The record is certified by Guinness World Records. A stray cat was filmed dragging a stolen security camera from a pet store to where her kittens were hiding. A passerby saw her, adopted her along with the entire litter, and provided food, care, and veterinary attention. An act of maternal instinct that went viral around the world. A mother's love knows no species. According to a study from the year 2025, 52% of video game players in the United States are women, and 22% are over 65 years old. The average gamer today is 41 years old. Video games reduce female anxiety by 70%. The quarries of Carrara have been extracting marble for more than 2,000 years since Roman times. Each block can weigh as much as several elephants combined, and it is the same stone Michelangelo used for David. Limestone, subjected to extreme heat and pressure for millions of years, transforms into this white marble. Australian scientists developed MagNav, a quantum navigation system up to 50 times more precise than GPS that works without satellites. It reads Earth's magnetic field and continues functioning in tunnels, underwater, and in signal-blocked areas. It also emits no signal, making it invisible to enemy radar. An enormous strategic advantage in military environments. The image of the Roman soldier wearing a bright red tunic popularized by cinema is largely a myth. Bright red dye was expensive, so most soldiers wore beige, gray, or dull, inexpensive red tunics. In colder regions, they adopted barbarian chainmail that proved more practical. Movie battles are spectacle, not history. The shortest street in the world is in Wick. Ebenezer Place measures just 6 feet 8/10 of an inch and can be crossed in 2 steps. It has a single address, the main entrance of a bistro at Mackay's Hotel, built in 1883. The town council requested a name for the shortest side of the building to give it an exact address. The dragonfly has a hunting success rate of 95%, making it the most effective predator in the animal kingdom. Its 4 independent wings allow it to stop instantly, fly backward, or hover with perfect stability. Scientists study this ability to design more agile drones. The bowerbird of Australia are the most creative architects in the animal kingdom. Males build structures decorated with flowers, feathers, bottle caps, and glass pieces arranged by color and size to attract females. They also imitate the sounds of other birds with astonishing accuracy. The village of Viki Mirdal is built above the Katla volcano, one of the country's most active with eruptions every 40 to 80 years. The risk of glacial flooding is so high that the village church serves as the official emergency meeting point for the entire community. Gateway Foundation plans for the year 2027 the Voyager Station Space Hotel, shaped like a giant wheel simulating lunar gravity while rotating in space. It will have 24 modules with restaurants, bars, and gyms for 440 guests. The minimum cost for a 3-day stay is around $5 million. A night in space, literally. In the year 2022, Ben Trotman was diagnosed with glioblastoma, the most aggressive brain tumor, with a prognosis of only 15 months to live. He was treated with ipilimumab, an antibody that prevents cancer cells from suppressing the immune system. Follow-up examinations never again showed signs of cancer. During the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, sensory rooms were introduced in stadiums for neurodiverse fans, including autistic people and those with ADHD. The spaces feature soft lighting, noise reduction, and illuminated tactile boards. Since then, stadiums around the world have begun incorporating them permanently. Neurodiversity finally at the center of sports design. The Pit Bull Terrier is banned in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. The Rottweiler requires special handling in several countries due to its strength and dominant temperament. Many experts point out that training matters more than breed in determining aggression. Owning these breeds in countries with restrictions can lead to serious legal problems. A German legend from the Middle Ages claimed that kissing a donkey on the mouth cured toothaches. The belief came from the idea that contact with the animal could transfer its healing energies. There is no scientific evidence supporting it. Tetracalostoma carle, the smallest snake in the world, was discovered beneath a rock in Barbados in the year 2008. It measures just 4 inches, is thinner than a strand of spaghetti, and can easily be mistaken for an earthworm. It is very passive and prefers hiding rather than confronting danger. In China, laser lights projected from bridges onto highways were introduced to keep sleepy drivers alert. The lights emit blue, red, and green patterns at different rhythms, creating a visual effect that is difficult to ignore. They aim to prevent accidents caused by fatigue on long routes. A technological solution that turns the highway ceiling into a light show. Researchers at Stanford University created a computer that works with water droplets instead of conventional electricity. It uses the ionic properties of water to perform calculations and reduce dependence on traditional energy sources. Although it operates more slowly, it is fully functional. It opens a path towards sustainable computing for environments without available electricity. There are around 500 million people who play chess worldwide. There are 179 quadrillion different ways to play the first 10 moves of a game. Experts recommend it to improve memory and as a tool against Alzheimer's disease. The simplest board in the world hides the greatest complexity. The bouncing DVD logo became a mathematical obsession for many fans. Calculating exactly when it will hit a corner requires an equation with 5 variables related to the dimensions of the screen and the logo. The logo reaches its first corner on period 24. Johnny Strange set a Guinness World Record by lifting 47 pounds, 7/10 of a pound directly from his ear piercings. In the year 2014, he also moved a Cessna aircraft weighing 1,495 pounds more than 65 feet, using only his ears. Years of training gave his skin extraordinary resistance. The Perseids are a meteor shower from the Swift-Tuttle comet, which takes 133 years to orbit the Sun. The peak for the year 2026 will occur between the night of August 12th and the early morning of August 13th. Dozens of shooting stars can be seen with the naked eye without a telescope. The tradition of the elf on the shelf began with a children's book from the year 2005 about elves who watch children before Christmas and report to Santa Claus. Parents move the elf every night so it can perform a prank that children discover the next day. Children are not allowed to touch it under any circumstances. German architect André Brosel designed the Rauleman solar sphere, a glass sphere filled with water that concentrates sunlight up to 10,000 times. It generates 70% more electricity than conventional panels through light refraction. It is produced in two models, priced between 6,000 and 9,000 euros. In just 30 minutes, the human metabolism generates enough heat to boil almost 1 pint of water. This happens thanks to the continuous activity of breathing, digestion, and body temperature regulation. Our bodies permanently release thermal energy as a byproduct of being alive. Without realizing it, we are small heat-generating stations. The Hydrobike combines the structure of a bicycle with catamaran-style floats to pedal across water. Motorized models can reach up to 12 miles per hour, while pedal-powered versions average around 4 miles per hour. They are portable, easy to assemble, and used on lakes, rivers, and oceans for tourism and exercise. The bicycle finally learning how to swim. Kitka, a 13-year-old cat, broke a Guinness World Record by jumping rope 9 times in less than 1 minute. His trainer rescued him at 6 months old and trained him at her animal talent agency. Kitka even appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Engineers from the Royal College of Art presented Uho, an edible bubble containing 1.7 fluid ounces made from seaweed that replaces the plastic bottle. The water is enclosed in an alginate membrane that can be swallowed directly or dissolve on its own. In the face of the microplastics crisis, it turns hydration into a zero-waste act. The humming sound of the Star Wars lightsabers was created by designer Ben Burt by combining the noise of a 35mm projector with the static of an old television. For the crackling sounds, he used electricity from carbon arc lights and the sound of breaking ice. The word cemetery comes from the Greek koimeterion, which literally means place for sleeping. Its similarity to dormitory is not accidental. Both words share the same semantic root. One describes the sleep of the night, the other eternal rest. Language hides more history than we usually imagine. On Earth, there are approximately 1 million insects for every human being, totaling billions overall. They play vital roles in pollination, organic decomposition, and the food chain. Only a small percentage are harmful to humans, and most are harmless or beneficial. Once insects decide to organize themselves, we have a problem. Withings developed a smart toilet that analyzes morning urine for clues about hydration, nutrition, and kidney health. It sends a report to a smartphone app and uses a fingerprint scanner to identify the user. It was developed with researchers from Stanford University. The address of any registered house is unique worldwide. Every property receives an exclusive combination of numbers and letters, distinguishing it from any other point on the planet. The same applies to hospitals, offices, and any structure with an official number. A fact that seems obvious until you stop to think about its scale. In the year 2009-65, Mexican chefs prepared the largest cheesecake in the world, weighing more than 4,000 pounds and measuring 8 feet 2 inches in diameter. To make it, they needed 1,764 pounds of cream cheese. The largest sports facility in Hong Kong was built where the city's old airport runway once stood, covering more than 1,291,000 square feet. The complex includes climbing walls, golf courses, running tracks, and spaces for soccer, basketball, and tennis, designed for both athletes and families. Where airplanes once landed, children now play. The oldest tree in the world is a pine called Methuselah, located in the White Mountains with more than 4,800 years of age. Its exact location is kept secret by the Forest Service to protect it from mass tourism. It was born when the Egyptians were building the pyramids. There are living beings on this planet older than writing itself. In the Department of Bolivar Department, there is El Totumo mud volcano, whose interior contains not lava, but warm medicinal mud where people bathe as if in a swimming pool. It stands only 49 feet tall, and its mud remains around 86 degrees Fahrenheit. The experience of floating inside an active volcano without any risk of burns is completely surreal. A medieval king won a battle by tying burning torches to the backs of pigs and sending them against enemy war elephants. Terrified by the fire and squealing, the elephants broke formation and trampled their own troops. The tactic was documented by medieval chroniclers and remains one of the most absurd and effective counterattacks in military history. Stubbs, an orange cat from Talkeetna, served as honorary mayor for nearly 20 years until his death in the year 2017. Residents chose him because they were dissatisfied with the human candidates. He became a tourist attraction, bringing hundreds of visitors to the town every month. The dragon tree of the Canary Islands has a deep red sap that oxidizes and darkens when exposed to air. Romans and Greeks called this resin dragon's blood and used it as a dye and ingredient in medicinal potions. Some specimens in the Canary Islands are more than 1,000 years old. South Sudan became the youngest country in the world on July 9th of the year 2011, when 98% of the population voted for independence. In less than 2 years, a civil war had already erupted, the birth of a nation that almost immediately began bleeding from internal conflict. The city of Nördlingen in Germany is built inside a meteor crater 15 miles in diameter, formed 15 million years ago. Its historic buildings are constructed with suovite, a rock containing millions of tiny diamonds measuring less than 1/25th of an inch formed by the impact. A city whose inhabitants do not realize they live surrounded by jewels. Tenzing Hillary Airport in Nepal is considered the most dangerous airport in the world because of its 1,729-foot runway that ends in a cliff and begins at a mountain wall. It has no radar and pilots land completely by sight. The Argyroneta aquatica is the only spider in the world that lives completely underwater. It builds an air bell beneath the surface by weaving silk and filling the space with bubbles carried down from above on its body. Inside that bell, it breathes, eats, and reproduces. A spider that solved the problem of underwater living with bubble engineering. Costa Rica abolished its army in 1948, and the president handed the barracks keys to the Ministry of Education, which became the National Museum. Defense money was redirected to education and healthcare. Today, it is one of the most stable countries with the highest human development in Latin America. Sergeant Stubby was the only animal promoted to the rank of sergeant by merit during World War I. He alerted troops to gas attacks before soldiers could detect them and captured a German spy by biting his pants. He participated in 17 battles and met 3 United States presidents. Wojtek was a brown bear adopted by Polish soldiers in 1943 who learned to carry ammunition crates by copying the soldiers during the Battle of Monte Cassino. He was officially enlisted as a private and received food rations like any other soldier. After the war, he lived at the Edinburgh Zoo. In the year 2016, Japanese scientists discovered the bacterium Ideonella sakaiensis, capable of breaking down PET plastic used in most water bottles. The bacterium produces 2 enzymes that literally digest plastic as a source of carbon and energy. Researchers achieved mutated versions up to 6 times more efficient. There is a musical composition by John Cage currently being performed in a cathedral in Germany, whose complete performance is scheduled to last 639 years, ending in the year 2640. The note changes occur every several years, and there are moments when the same note plays for more than 2 consecutive years. English has approximately 1 million words, the largest documented vocabulary in the world. However, the average native speaker actively uses only about 20,000 in daily life. The rest exist to describe phenomena so specific that most people will never need them. A language so vast that nobody can learn it completely in a lifetime. Hebrew language was the only dead language in history successfully revived as a living language. For more than 2,000 years, it existed only in religious texts without a native-speaking community. In the late 19th century, Eliezer ben Yehuda invented thousands of new words for modern concepts like newspaper, dictionary, and tomato. Today, 9 million people speak it as their native language. 20 Fenchurch Street, known as the walkie-talkie skyscraper in London, concentrated sunlight onto a specific point in the street, creating temperatures up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. In the year 2013, it melted parts of a car and scorched the carpet of a nearby business. The problem was solved with sunshades on the facade. Lake Nyos in Cameroon released a cloud of carbon dioxide in 1986 that killed more than 1,700 people and thousands of animals within hours. The lake accumulates CO2 in its depths like a champagne bottle until something releases it all at once. Mount Everest grows approximately 1/6 of an inch per year because of tectonic plate movement. In 1,000 years, it will have grown 13 more feet, although erosion partially slows that growth. It currently measures 29,032 feet, according to the official measurement from the year 2020, a mountain that has not finished growing. Robert Louis Stevenson, author of Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, claimed his stories were dictated by tiny creatures bringing him ideas while he slept. He described the creative process of the novel as something these beings narrated to him in lucid dreams, which he simply transcribed upon waking. Science attributes this to subconscious activity during REM sleep. Tsutomu Yamaguchi is the only person officially recognized as surviving both atomic bombs dropped on Japan during World War II. He was in Hiroshima when the first bomb fell, suffered severe burns, and returned to Nagasaki where the second bomb fell 3 days later. He survived both and lived to 93 years old. In the city of Yoro, after every intense storm, the ground appears covered with small live fish fallen from the sky. The most accepted explanation is that tornadoes or waterspouts suck them from nearby rivers and release them during the storm. The phenomenon is so predictable that the city celebrates an annual festival in its honor. Astronauts returning from spacewalks describe their suits as smelling like a combination of hot metal, grilled meat, and gunpowder smoke. Scientists believe this is caused by high-energy free radicals from the vacuum of space reacting with the suit materials. Space itself has no smell because a vacuum cannot carry molecules. In July of the year 2021, a sealed copy of The Legend of Zelda was sold at auction for $870,000. The record was surpassed weeks later by a sealed copy of Super Mario Bros. That reached $2 million. The first photographic self-portrait in history was taken by Robert Cornelius in 1839 in Philadelphia. He had to remain completely still for more than 1 minute while the daguerreotype captured the image. On the back he wrote, "This is the first light picture ever taken." Chuck Feeney, co-founder of Airport Duty Free Stores, built a fortune of $8 billion and donated all of it before his death. He lived with extreme austerity, using a $15 watch and flying economy class while secretly donating to universities and hospitals. He completed his mission in the year 2020. In Rabbit Hash, the mayor is elected exclusively from animal candidates. Since 1998, all mayors have been dogs chosen through votes that anyone in the country can buy as a donation to the town's historical fund. The position is completely honorary, but the town receives thousands of dollars in donations every election. The Glacier Express in Switzerland connects Zermatt with St. Moritz at a maximum speed of 21 miles per hour during an almost 8-hour trip. However, the 291 bridges and 91 tunnels It crosses paths through some of the most spectacular alpine landscapes on the planet. Passengers pay precisely for that slowness. The Socratia exoryza of South America is known as the walking tree because its aerial roots allow it to slowly move toward areas with more sunlight. The process takes years, and the movements are measured in inches. Scientists debate whether the movement is intentional or simply the result of new roots growing toward the light while old ones die. The flowers of Selanicerius grandiflorus, the queen of the night, bloom only once a year, always at night, and wither by sunrise. Their intense fragrance attracts bats and moth pollinators during the dark hours. Those lucky enough to witness it describe it as a mystical and unrepeatable experience. In 1933, Hungarian musician Rezo Seres composed Gloomy Sunday, associated in Europe with a wave of suicides among listeners. The BBC banned its broadcast for decades, considering it dangerously melancholic. Seres died by suicide in 1968, strengthening the legend. Antarctica is technically the largest and coldest desert in the world, receiving less than 8 inches of precipitation per year. The lowest temperature ever recorded on Earth was -128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, measured at Vostok Station in 1983. The Turritopsis dohrnii is the only biologically immortal animal known to science. When it ages or experiences stress, it reverses its life cycle to a juvenile state and starts over again. It can repeat this process indefinitely, an animal that technically can live forever. In the year 1994, astrophysicist Miguel Alcubierre theoretically proposed the first real version of a warp drive, similar to the one from Star Trek. The idea requires bending space-time by creating a bubble that moves faster than light without violating relativity. The archerfish of the mangroves of Southeast Asia can shoot a stream of water at its prey with 95% accuracy from up to 10 feet away. To achieve this, it calculates the angle of water refraction in real time and adjusts the shot. In Scotland, there is an inn called Drover's Inn, built in 1705, that, according to employees, is inhabited by several ghosts. The strangest part is that the hotel displays inside a stuffed 18th century bear standing beside the fireplace, among other taxidermied animals. Visitors describe it as the creepiest pub in Great Britain. The sound of thunder arrives after lightning because light travels at 186,000 miles per second, while sound travels only 1,125 feet per second. For every 3 seconds between lightning and thunder, the storm is approximately 3,300 feet away. Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge in China was built above a canyon 984 feet deep, with a completely transparent floor and a length of 1,410 feet. Walking across it feels like floating above the void, with the mountain directly beneath your feet. The durian fruit of Southeast Asia is the smelliest fruit in the world, with an odor compared to dirty socks and rotten onions. It is banned on public transportation, hotels, and airplanes in many Asian countries. The human botfly, found in Central and South America, lays its eggs on other insects that later land on human skin. The larvae burrow through the skin and live underneath it for weeks before emerging. In the year 1904, Olympic marathon runner Fred Lors crossed the finish line first at the 1904 Summer Olympics and was photographed with the gold medal by President Theodore Roosevelt's daughter. It was later discovered that he had completed nearly 11 of the 26 miles of the race by automobile. The Sentinelese tribe in the Andaman Islands has rejected all contact with the outside world for thousands of years and attacks any ship or helicopter approaching with arrows. The Indian government declared the island a forbidden zone to protect the tribe from diseases against which they have no immunity. The African gray parrot has the cognitive ability of a 5-year-old child and can learn vocabularies of up to 1,000 words. The most famous was Alex, a parrot studied for 30 years by psychologist Irene Pepperberg. Alex did not just repeat words but understood abstract concepts such as zero, bigger, smaller, and geometric shapes. In 1945, a Colorado farmer named Lloyd Olson cut off his rooster's head, and the animal survived for 18 months without it. The rooster, nicknamed Mike the Headless Chicken, continued walking, eating through a tube, and even attempting to crow. The brainstem had remained intact, allowing basic vital functions. The Catatumbo River in Venezuela produces a unique electrical phenomenon, an almost permanent thunderstorm occurring up to 200 days per year for several hours every night. It can generate up to 20,000 lightning strikes per night, visible from 249 miles away. Sailors used it as a natural lighthouse for navigation in the Caribbean Sea. The Greenland shark is the longest living vertebrate on the planet, with an estimated lifespan of up to 500 years. It grows only about 4/10 of an inch per year and reaches sexual maturity only at 150 years of age. The Mississippi River carries so much water that at its mouth in the Gulf of Mexico, fresh water travels miles out into the sea before mixing with salt water. The current is so strong that ships entering the Gulf can navigate without engines for a significant stretch. The giant panda has the digestive system of a carnivore, but eats only bamboo. It needs to consume between 26 and 84 pounds of bamboo per day to obtain enough energy, because its body digests it very inefficiently. It sleeps up to 14 hours daily to conserve energy, an animal that chose the most inconvenient diet possible for its biology. The time it takes sunlight to reach Earth is approximately 8 minutes and 20 seconds. This means that when we look at the sun, we see it as it was more than 8 minutes ago. If the sun went out right now, we would still see it shining during those 8 minutes before everything went dark. In Switzerland, there is a law prohibiting people from owning only one guinea pig because they are social animals that suffer from loneliness. If one of the pair dies, the owner is legally required to get a new companion. The Swiss government considers the emotional well-being of domestic animals a legal responsibility. The chameleon's tongue can launch at speeds of up to 13 feet per second and reach a length equivalent to twice the size of its body. The impact with the prey generates such a powerful suction force that it can capture insects weighing half as much as the chameleon itself. Everything happens in 0.07 seconds. The human brain generates enough electricity while awake to power a small light bulb. It contains approximately 86 billion neurons, and each one can connect with up to 10,000 others simultaneously. The number of possible connections exceeds the estimated number of atoms in the observable universe, the most complex object in the known universe stored inside your head. In Japan, there is a job called oshiya, a person whose only role is pushing passengers into subway cars so more people can fit inside. During rush hour in Tokyo, trains operate at 150% of their capacity thanks to this profession. The polar bear has black skin beneath its white fur, which allows it to absorb the sun's heat more efficiently. Its hairs are not white, but transparent and hollow, which acts as thermal insulation in temperatures down to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The illusion of white color is an optical effect caused by the scattering of light. In New Zealand, the tuatara is the only surviving reptile of an order that dominated Earth 200 million years ago. It looks like a lizard, but genetically it is as different as a crocodile is from a gecko. It has a third eye on top of its head that detects light but does not form images. The sound you hear when placing a seashell against your ear does not come from the ocean, but from ambient room noise amplified by the shell's cavity. The effect is similar to a resonance box magnifying low-intensity frequencies already present in the environment. In France, there is a law requiring supermarkets to donate unsold food instead of throwing it away. It was approved in the year 2016 and was the first law of its kind in the world. Food that cannot be donated must be sent for composting or used as animal feed. A shrimp's heart is located in its head. More precisely, it sits in the upper part of the cephalothorax, which is the structure combining the head and thorax in these crustaceans. So when people eat shrimp and remove the head, they are literally removing the animal's heart. In the year 1987, a man named Mike Hayes published an ad in the Chicago Tribune asking 1 million people to send him 1 cent each to pay for college. He received the million pennies and attended college completely free. The human voice can produce a frequency range from 80 Hz to approximately 10,000 Hz. However, everyday conversations mostly occur between 300 and 3,000 Hz. Scientists created a quartz crystal capable of storing 360 terabytes of data for billions of years without energy. It uses 5-dimensional laser recording inside the glass and can withstand up to 1,832 degrees Fahrenheit. Its stability could allow all of humanity's knowledge to be preserved for future civilizations. On the paradise island of Siquijor in the Philippines are the majestic Cambogahe Falls, recognized for their intense turquoise blue and crystal clear water. These waterfalls descend through several stepped terraces, with heights ranging from 6 to 13 feet, surrounded by lush vegetation and natural rock formations. In Anchorage, Alaska, a curious moose surprised people by calmly walking into the lobby of a hospital. The animal, attracted by the warmth of the building and possibly by the smell of decorative plants, wandered through the automatic doors as if it were just another visitor, astonishing patients and medical staff, who recorded the scene on their phones before the animal returned on its own to the snow. Tulum cheese is an exquisite specialty of Turkish culinary tradition, valued for both its distinctive flavor and its unique production method. This cheese is aged inside bags made from goat skin, which not only preserves its properties, but also gives it an unmistakable flavor personality, slightly spicy, intense, and with nuances that evolve over time. Anna Galkina, a young woman from Russia, has gained international attention under the nickname the Ice Princess. This unusual title was given to her because of her impressive ability to immerse herself in freezing water and consume ice without showing signs of discomfort. Her body seems to naturally adapt to extreme temperatures, challenging levels of cold that most people could never endure. Hamid Fathi is a prominent Egyptian basketball player, known not only for his skills on the court but also for his towering height of 7 feet 6 inches, making him one of the tallest basketball players in Africa and the Arab world. Julia Butterfly is a well-known American environmental activist, recognized for her extraordinary act of peaceful resistance that lasted 738 days. For more than 2 years, she remained perched in the top of a massive California redwood tree named Luna, an ancient tree approximately 197 feet tall and around 1,500 years old, in order to prevent the Pacific Lumber Company from cutting it down. The Sutun cenote, located near Valladolid in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, is a natural jewel belonging to the cave-type cenotes. This place stands out for its breathtaking scenic beauty, characterized by a semi-enclosed cavern with an opening in the ceiling that allows sunlight to illuminate the crystal-clear water, creating a fascinating spectacle of light and shadow. Its transparent waters and serene atmosphere make it a favorite destination for tourists. In Colombia, there are truly unique structures known as upside-down houses, which amaze visitors by creating the optical illusion of being completely inverted. These homes are designed and decorated with careful precision so that all their elements, from furniture to appliances, appear to be upside down. Vika Bren is a talented Israeli artist who has gained international recognition for her astonishing body painting technique, in which she transforms her own hand into visually striking optical illusions. Using her skin as a canvas, she creates images that play with perception and deceive the eye, turning a simple limb into a surreal work of art. The green heron is an elegant and small species of heron found in various wet ecosystems throughout the Americas, including mangroves, riverbanks, swamps, and wetlands. Compact in size, it reaches an approximate length of 17 inches, making it one of the smallest herons on the continent. The Grand Lisboa Hotel is one of the most iconic skyscrapers in Macau, China, famous for its spectacular architectural design that resembles a lotus flower in full bloom. Its golden curved structure rises elegantly above the city skyline, making it a visual landmark both day and night. Beer Terrier is a craft beverage from Mexico, created specifically for dogs. Made with completely natural ingredients such as malt, spirulina, flaxseed, wheat, and minimal amounts of hops, this beverage is designed to provide a refreshing experience without putting pets' health at risk. Stefano Fiorina, an Italian artist from Turin born in 1990, has stood out in the contemporary art world thanks to his original and unconventional approach. His work has attracted international attention for a unique technique, creating portraits using aluminum trays as a surface. Through this unusual tool, Fiorina produces faces with a distinctive style that challenges the traditional limits of portrait art. The colossal squid is a fascinating species that inhabits the icy waters of the Antarctic Ocean. It stands out for its enormous size, capable of growing up to 46 feet long, placing it among the largest squids on the planet. Innovative earbud, capable of translating more than 30 languages in real time, even without internet access for its basic functions. This revolutionary device makes intercultural communication easier, allowing people from different parts of the world to interact without language barriers. It is ideal for travelers and business people who need to communicate in multiple languages. A tooth is made up of several layers that provide strength and functionality. The outer layer of the crown is enamel, the hardest substance in the human body. The root is covered by a layer called cementum. Beneath the enamel and cementum lies dentin, and at the center is the pulp, which contains nerves and blood vessels essential for tooth sensitivity and nourishment. In Zimbabwe, there is a tribe called the Vedoma, known for having a rare genetic mutation called ectrodactyly, which causes some people to be born with 2 toes on each foot. This characteristic allows them to walk more easily on rocky and difficult terrain. Geneticists have studied this community to analyze how the mutation affects mobility and how it has influenced their evolution over the centuries. In Japan, the baka are porters who transport up to 397 pounds of supplies on wooden ladders to mountain shelters inaccessible to vehicles. This traditional practice remains vital for Japan's mountain communities and represents a job requiring extraordinary physical endurance. China has created a mosquito-shaped microdrone that not only imitates the flight of an insect, but can also spy, take photos, record audio, and even collect DNA samples without being detected. This incredible technology has applications in both espionage and scientific research, marking a milestone in the miniaturization of surveillance devices. Hallgrímskirkja in Reykjavik was built with architecture that imitates volcanic basalt formations, becoming a symbol of Iceland. Besides its religious importance, it is one of the tallest viewpoints in the Icelandic capital, from where the entire city and its volcanic surroundings can be seen on clear days. A woman bought an old Boeing 727 and turned it into a fully functional home. Completely transforming the interior of the aircraft, she adapted every corner to include a kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom. Located in front of a lake with spectacular views, the plane became a unique home that combines creativity with a love for reusing materials. There is an electric ATV called the Light GT 4S created especially for jumps and extreme maneuvers. It has a powerful motor, ultra-resistant suspension, and a battery that lasts for hours of intense use. The design is compact with a low center of gravity to prevent rollovers. It is like a brutal toy for adults who love adrenaline and total control of the terrain. There are standing sleep capsules designed for taking short naps without needing to lie down. They include ergonomic support that keeps the body upright and adjusts the interior environment with lighting, sound, and ventilation to achieve ideal rest. They are designed for offices, airports, and busy areas where lying down is not an option. The Muse headband looks like a futuristic accessory, but it is real. This device reads brainwaves to help people meditate better, sleep more deeply, or focus with precision. Imagine your thoughts adjusting your environment, because this technology is getting closer to making that an everyday reality accessible to anyone. A Portuguese priest performs as a DJ at religious events by mixing electronic music with spiritual messages. His style breaks away from the traditional idea of church music and brings younger generations closer to religion in a creative way. He represents a bridge between the old and the modern, proving that spirituality can adapt to different cultural contexts. The Rabbit R1 looks like a modern Tamagotchi, but is actually a portable virtual assistant powered by artificial intelligence. It has a 2.88-inch touchscreen, an analog wheel for navigating the interface, and a camera that detects the surrounding environment. You can ask it things by voice, control apps, and get instant answers. The Salt Cathedral of Zipaquira is an impressive underground church located inside the region's old salt mines. Built during the 20th century, this cathedral stands out for its unique architecture that takes advantage of the natural structure of the mines to create a mystical atmosphere. Inside are altars and sculptures carved directly into the salt rock, making it one of Colombia's greatest architectural achievements. There is a transportation concept called the flying train that combines a train and an airplane. Instead of wheels, it has wings and propellers. It floats above the tracks, travels at more than 310 miles per hour, and can carry up to 2,000 people. It does not need a runway or airport, only an elevated track. If it is ever built, it could completely change the way people travel. The WH Insomnia Smart Mirror allows users to monitor their health by measuring weight, heart rate, and blood pressure, in addition to performing electrocardiograms to detect arrhythmias. It makes health tracking modern and accessible from the comfort of home without needing to visit a medical office. A store in Tokyo operates entirely with artificial intelligence, without employees or the need to scan products. Everything is automatic. Customers can shop without any human interaction, with a system that identifies selected products and charges automatically, offering an ultra-fast and efficient shopping experience. There is a solar panel that can be folded and carried in a backpack. Its design is inspired by origami, and it has a 25-watt output, enough to charge devices such as phones, cameras, or tablets. It unfolds like a map and is ideal for outdoor activities such as camping, beach trips, or adventure travel. Drinking too much water can kill you. It is called water intoxication or hyponatremia, and happens when sodium in the body becomes so diluted that cells swell, including those in the brain. In extreme cases, it can cause seizures, coma, or death. It has happened during marathons and even water drinking contests. At just 13 years old, Messi signed his first contract with FC Barcelona on a napkin. In a bar, the club wanted to secure his signing immediately. That fragile but crucial piece of paper became the beginning of a legend, with more than 600 goals and multiple Ballon d'Or awards throughout his career. Hilbert is a robotic fish made with three-dimensional printers designed to swim in water and consume microplastics. This fish filters plastic from the water as if it were food, demonstrating how technology can imitate nature to solve environmental problems. It represents an advance in both engineering and solutions against marine pollution. WOW shoes feature adjustable pneumatic cushioning that adapts to terrain and activity. Softer in the mountains, firmer on asphalt, all controlled from a phone. It is like having car suspension on your feet. Walking long distances becomes a comfortable and personalized experience where technology is fully dedicated to comfort. In Thailand, there is a coffee called Black Ivory that is sold at extremely high prices because it is made with beans that have first been eaten by elephants. The elephant's digestive process changes the properties of the beans, giving them a smoother and fruitier flavor with less bitterness. Afterward, the beans are cleaned, dried, and roasted like any other coffee, making it one of the most expensive coffees in the world. There is a hybrid vehicle that drives at 85 miles per hour and flies at 50, reaching altitudes of up to 15,000 feet. It has retractable wings, a combined engine system, and in less than 3 minutes after parking, you are already flying above traffic. The sky is no longer the limit, it is the fast lane. The World Cruise Ship is a luxury residential vessel where people can live permanently, with prices ranging from $2 million to $15 million. It offers an exclusive lifestyle surrounded by luxury and high-end services while continuously sailing the seas around the world all year long. In England, there are living mazes formed by hedges that can grow taller than 6 feet. One of the most famous is the Longleat Maze in Wiltshire, made up of more than 16,000 intertwined hedges that create a complex network of passageways. Living mazes are an English tradition with centuries of history. There is a lensless camera called BardCam that can generate images. It uses artificial intelligence together with GPS data to recreate a photo of the exact place and moment. It runs on a Raspberry Pi 4 and works with the Stable Diffusion model. It is like technological magic because the AI imagines what that location looked like based on millions of references. In Yosemite National Park in California every February, an impressive natural phenomenon known as the firefall occurs. During this event, the sunset light illuminates Horsetail Fall, creating a brilliant orange flow that looks like liquid fire, attracting photographers and tourists from all over the world. Jopta is a smart device by L'Oreal designed to apply makeup without using hands. It applies foundation, blush, or eyeshadow with sensors and automated precision, especially for people with motor disabilities. It scans the face, detects the exact area, and applies the product with smooth and controlled movements. You can adjust tones and style from an app. Floating solar islands are true homes of the future, with a skin made of thin-film solar panels, a built-in jacuzzi, and an underwater room for observing fish in 360 degrees. They already exist and can be rented with space for 6 people. They are the perfect hideaway to disappear without leaving a carbon footprint. There is a self-cleaning cat litter box with sensors. It connects to an app and knows when the cat enters and exits. As soon as the cat finishes, the box activates by collecting the waste and storing it in a sealed bag. You only need to empty it every few days. It is also spacious and completely eliminates strong odors in the home. Being a panda nanny is a specialized job in conservation centers where caretakers look after baby pandas. The nannies ensure the pandas receive proper nutrition, monitor their health, and provide the care and stimulation necessary for their growth, well-being, and eventual reintegration into breeding programs. In the Amazon rainforest, scientists discovered a fungus called Pestiloteuthis microspora that has the ability to eat plastic, specifically polyurethane, one of the hardest plastics to break down. This discovery is an important step in the fight against plastic pollution, and scientists are researching how to use its properties to develop biological recycling solutions. Oreo has its own vault in Norway to protect its secret recipe and a batch of cookies in case of a global catastrophe. Designed to resist disasters, this vault contains vacuum-sealed Oreo cookies and a copy of the original recipe, making it one of the most curious food reserves on the planet. Snow feet are like the rebellious siblings of skis. Instead of carrying 2 long boards, you put these compact skates over your boots and glide through the snow with total freedom. You can turn, brake, perform tricks, and go down slopes as if you were skating. They are lightweight, fit inside a backpack, and do not require special boots or poles. When he was young, Cristiano Ronaldo was diagnosed with tachycardia, a condition that could have ended his soccer career. He underwent laser surgery and returned to training just a few days later. That fight against his own body shaped his mentality because he not only defeated rivals on the field, but also overcame a condition that could have taken him away from soccer forever. Parkour is an urban discipline where practitioners overcome obstacles with agile and acrobatic movements using only their bodies. It involves running, jumping, climbing, and sliding through the city while searching for the fastest and smoothest route possible. Watching someone do parkour is hypnotizing because it looks like they are defying gravity. The deep web is a part of the internet that is not indexed by conventional search engines and contains private databases, password-protected files, and other restricted content. Within the deep web, there is a small fraction known as the dark web, which requires special software to access and has been associated both with illegal activities and with privacy protection. In Paris, some rooftops of historic buildings host beehives, producing high-quality honey while helping preserve these essential insects in urban environments. This initiative improves the city's biodiversity and demonstrates that nature can be integrated sustainably into urban architectural spaces. The toilet has also evolved because there are now models with sensors that automatically open and close the lid, heated seats, silent cushioning, and integrated LED screens. Some even include deodorizing and automatic cleaning functions. They run on AA batteries and are designed for maximum hygiene without contact in everyday bathroom use. The quokka is known as the happiest animal in the world, a marsupial that lives in Australia whose face always appears to be smiling. However, this expression is not a sign of happiness, but rather its natural, relaxed appearance. Despite its adorable look, the quokka is a nocturnal animal that is unfortunately endangered due to habitat loss. A Japanese company created a robot that solves the Rubik's Cube so fast that you can barely see it. Mitsubishi Electric's machine does it in 0.305 seconds, using ultra-precise sensors and extremely fast motors. The system analyzes the cube, calculates the solution, and moves the pieces so quickly that it looks like the cube solves itself. The Blue Lagoon in Iceland is a natural geothermal pool located in a lava field near Reykjavik. Famous for its mineral-rich waters containing silica and sulfur, the lagoon is known for its therapeutic skin properties. The water temperature remains between 99 and 102 degrees Fahrenheit, even during Iceland's freezing winters. The Kawachi Fuji Garden in Japan is famous for its wisteria tunnel, which during spring becomes a hanging ceiling of vibrant colored flowers. This tunnel is made up of thousands of intertwined wisteria plants, forming an impressive natural structure that attracts thousands of tourists every year during blooming season. The moof is a smart infuser that allows people to create natural fragrances using fresh ingredients. It extracts essential oils directly from fruits, leaves, or flowers, such as lemon, lavender, mint, or petals. It does not use chemicals or synthetic fragrances, and within minutes you get a completely personalized aroma. It is eco-friendly, reusable, and does not pollute the environment. A GPS tracker called GoFind works without a SIM card and without internet by using LoRa technology to send messages and locate people or objects with impressive precision. It is ideal for hikers, cyclists, or anyone venturing outside normal signal range, offering extra safety in remote areas without telecommunications coverage. There is a contactless thermometer that not only measures temperature, but also heart rate, performs electrocardiograms, and functions as a digital stethoscope. It has a built-in display where you can instantly see all readings. It is like having a mini portable clinic that makes quick and complete diagnoses easier without needing to touch the patient. BMW introduced a car with paint that changes color at the press of a button. These are not vinyl wraps, but real technology using segments that instantly alter the tone of the bodywork. Today, passion red, tomorrow, elegant gray. The future of automotive design is no longer painted, it is programmed directly from inside the vehicle. At some universities, medical students use suits called senior suits to simulate the effects of aging and better understand the experience of elderly people. These suits simulate limited movement, reduced hearing, and vision loss, allowing future doctors to develop empathy and improve care for older patients. The Spacetop G1 from the company Sightful is an innovative laptop without a physical screen that uses augmented reality glasses to project a floating 100-inch virtual display, changing the way people work in open spaces. This device eliminates the need for traditional screens by integrating three-dimensional projection through AR glasses. Imagine having extra arms like a science fiction character, but in real life. It is called Eye Arms, and it is a robotic arm system worn like a backpack. You can connect up to 6 arms and use them for tasks such as carrying objects, holding tools, or recording yourself. The most fascinating part is that you can control them yourself or let someone else operate them remotely. A giant automated kite is helping move real ships, reducing fuel consumption by up to 20%. It harnesses the wind like a sailboat, but with robotic precision and without the need for constant human intervention. It is an invention that looks like something out of a science fiction movie, but is genuinely saving fuel. Cristiano Ronaldo earns around $200 million per year at Al Nassr between salary and bonuses, which equals more than $22,000 per hour or approximately $6 per second. His incredible income reflects not only his skill on the field, but also his worldwide influence as a global commercial brand. A flying bathtub with propellers and electric motors can stay in the air for 15 minutes. It is like a jacuzzi crossed with a drone, ideal for escaping stress in ways never imagined before. It is not a concept because someone actually made it possible and demonstrated it on camera, astonishing thousands of people around the world. There is a digital pen that reads printed text simply by passing it over the words and translates them in real time into more than 50 languages. It can also record voice and act as a dictionary. It has an ergonomic shape, a small screen, and intuitive controls. It is ideal for students, travelers, or people with dyslexia who need quick access to accurate translations. The Ballalona bike is a flying motorcycle that combines jet propulsion with automatic flight. You do not need to be an expert to pilot it because you simply take off and let the artificial intelligence maintain balance. It can fly over terrain, hover at low altitude, and maneuver with precision, making it ideal for explorers of the 21st century. A Scottish man created a soccer league for pigeons, where he trains the birds to chase a ball filled with birdseed. Every Friday, the pigeons participate in the kickoff, turning the sport into a curious and entertaining spectacle that has attracted the attention of media outlets around the world. The red-lipped batfish lives in the Galapagos Islands and has bright lips that look like they were painted with lipstick. This strange animal walks along the ocean floor using its fins like legs, and its red lips are believed to serve as a lure to attract other fish. Its unique appearance and unusual behavior make it one of the most fascinating species in the Pacific Ocean. Curling is a sport where sweeping the ice is not just for cleaning. Players use brooms to reduce friction in front of the stone in order to control its speed, distance, and how much it curves. Depending on how and how much they sweep, they can completely change the trajectory. It is pure strategy, precision, and teamwork seen in slow motion. In Yunnan province in China, the ancient tradition of the Ani people painting their faces with black ash during their festival is a ritual of community, unity, and spiritual protection. The ash comes from burned branches and is applied in groups as a symbol of connection between community members and their ancestors. Mercedes-Benz is testing humanoid robots at its Berlin plant for repetitive tasks on the assembly line. These robots have articulated arms, motion sensors, and can carry heavy parts. They do not replace workers, but instead help them avoid injuries caused by repetitive movements, collaborating in real time with the human team. Blind soccer is a Paralympic sport played on a field measuring 66 by 131 feet. Players who have limited vision or are completely blind wear blindfolds and use a ball that emits sound, helping them orient themselves and compete in this exciting high-level sport. The chop box is not just a simple cutting board, it is your new chef. With integrated virtual classes, it guides you step by step while you chop, mix, and cook. It has connected sensors that recognize ingredients and adapt instructions in real time. It is as if a culinary expert lived inside your wooden cutting board and accompanied you in every recipe. Wisdom teeth are an evolutionary remnant from our ancestors who needed greater chewing power. Today, many people must have them removed because they no longer serve a useful purpose. Throughout human evolution, diet and jaw size changed, making these teeth unnecessary and in many cases a source of health problems. The blue-ringed octopus, although small, is one of the most venomous animals in the world, with enough venom to kill more than 20 people within minutes. Its venom contains tetrodotoxin, an extremely powerful neurotoxin. This octopus is easily recognized by the bright blue rings covering its body, which become more intense when it feels threatened. It is found mainly in the waters of Australia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. A team of inventors created a transparent and fully functional bowling ball with a 360-degree camera inside, showing how the ball sees the game. This innovative creation allows players to see the entire path of the ball from a completely unique perspective never before seen in the sport. The glowing sea is a natural phenomenon that occurs when bioluminescent marine organisms, such as plankton, emit light in the dark. This glow, known as bioluminescence, can mainly be seen in tropical and subtropical areas when the organisms are disturbed and release energy in the form of light, creating a spectacle that appears to illuminate the water at night. In China, the Lehe Ledu Zoo offers a unique experience where visitors remain inside moving cages while lions and tigers roam freely around them. This inverted zoo gives tourists the opportunity to get close to big cats in a way never seen before, providing a completely new perspective on wildlife. There is a futuristic electric tricycle called the DC that can rotate in place without moving forward even an inch, thanks to its zero turning radius. It can reach speeds of up to 31 miles per hour on a single charge and is ideal for navigating cities with heavy traffic or tight spaces such as warehouses and urban centers. It has a comfortable seat and is easy to drive. In the city of Tianjin in China, there is a library that appears to float above water. This innovative architectural design uses mirrored materials to reflect the bookshelves and lights, creating a visual illusion that feels like an infinite lake of books. The library has become a global icon for its ability to merge nature with contemporary architecture. There is a watch that has no screen but can still be touched. It is called Lumi Watch, and it projects its entire interface directly onto your skin. A mini projector turns your arm into a touchscreen from which you can control functions with gestures. Mountain bike DH, or downhill mountain biking, is a discipline that challenges competitors to descend steep and rugged terrain at high speed. Participants must face rocks, roots, and jumps that demand exceptional control skills. In addition to technical ability, riders need strong mental endurance because the course can be extremely dangerous. The Komodo dragon is the largest lizard in the world, reaching up to 10 feet in length. Its bite contains toxins that weaken its prey, making it a formidable predator capable of feeding on deer, wild boars, and other large animals. It is native to the Indonesian islands and is considered a vulnerable species. Wheelchair basketball was born after the Second World War as rehabilitation for disabled veterans. Since then, it has evolved into a highly competitive Paralympic sport that promotes social inclusion, requires agility, strategy, and teamwork, and brings together athletes from around the world at the Paralympic Games. Demodex mites are tiny parasites that live at the base of eyelashes and feed on dead skin cells and oil. They spend most of their lives in our eyes, where they feed and reproduce while we sleep. Although their presence is completely normal and generally harmless, they can cause irritation if their numbers become too high. The lithopod is an intelligent system that automatically takes care of your plants. It controls light, humidity, and alerts you if your plant is in poor condition. It is like having a botanical babysitter with Wi-Fi. Thanks to this device, your cacti will no longer die from neglect, nor your ferns from excessive watering. Technology serving the green and sustainable home. Iris is a floating luxury restaurant located in the Hardanger Fjord in Norway, inside an artistic structure called Salmon Eye. It offers a sustainable dining experience with dishes that address environmental impact and celebrate local products. Its design blends harmoniously with the natural landscape of the Norwegian fjord. There is a mini AI-powered computer called the GPD Pocket 4 that fits in the palm of your hand. It looks like a portable gaming console, but it is a complete computer running Windows with a physical keyboard, touchscreen, and integrated artificial intelligence functions for automating tasks. It is basically a portable power center that literally fits in your pocket. In Japan, there is the shortest escalator on the planet with only 5 steps and a height of 33 inches. This tiny installation has become a unique tourist attraction that surprises visitors with its miniature size and fully functional design. There is a futuristic baby stroller that not only moves on its own but also avoids obstacles and plays sounds to calm the child as if you had an invisible assistant pushing it. It has sensors that scan the environment, detect danger, and know when to accelerate or stop. It is as if Tesla and a nanny joined forces to create something adorably technological. The Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire Droptail is one of the most exclusive and expensive cars in the world, part of a series of only 4 Droptail units, each completely customized with exotic woods crafted into thousands of pieces and an Audemars Piguet watch integrated into the center panel. Its price is estimated at more than $30 million per unit, making it the ultimate object of desire for the world's most demanding collectors. There is a drone called Falcon Mini with only 2 V-shaped propellers. It weighs 8.8 ounces and fits in the palm of your hand. It is quiet, foldable, and so light that in many countries you do not even need a license to fly it. You can take it to a park, control it from your phone, and record spectacular views without bothering anyone. In California, there are aviation communities known as air parks, where residents have hangars instead of garages and can take off directly from their own yards. These communities are designed for people passionate about private aviation, giving them direct access to open skies without needing to travel to a conventional airport. James Harrison, known as the man with the golden arm, is recognized for donating blood 1,173 times throughout his life, saving more than 2,400,000 lives. His unique blood contained an antibody that allowed the development of a treatment to prevent hemolytic disease of the newborn, a deadly condition in babies. Harrison was considered a national hero in Australia. Garfield was created by Jim Davis in 1978, and his name was inspired by his grandfather, James Garfield Davis. This character became a pop culture icon known for his cynical attitude and love of lasagna, starring in comic strips, movies, television series, and video games for decades. There is an anti-drone gun that does not fire bullets, but can bring drones down instantly. It interferes with control signals and forces the drones to land safely. It has a range of nearly 1.2 miles, is silent and highly precise. What once seemed taken from a spy movie is now a reality used by security forces around the world. In just 24 hours, a functional heart can be printed using flexible materials. It does not beat but imitates everything needed to train doctors or test treatments. A heart that does not feel but helps inspire hope. Science and humanity beating together to the rhythm of a 3-dimensional printer that is changing the medicine of the future. In Brøndby, near Copenhagen, there is a community designed with houses arranged in concentric circles inspired by Roman villas. Its social design encourages coexistence, farming, and community living with common spaces ideal for growing food and ecological architecture as fundamental pillars of sustainability. There is a pen with magnets and moving spinning pieces that is perfect for endless meetings or moments of creative block. You touch it, spin it, play with it, and without realizing it, you become more focused. It also writes with smooth ink, so it is not just a toy because it also works for taking notes without tiring your hand, like a spinner but more useful. A Fiat Panda was modified until it became less than 20 inches wide, with a single seat, headlight, and tiny steering wheel, showing the creativity behind car modifications in Italy. This functional miniature is an example of the talent and passion for vehicle customization that exists within Italian automotive culture. The Microsoft Excel World Championship is a global competition where participants solve complex problems using Excel. Contestants demonstrate their ability to manipulate massive amounts of data and solve business challenges in record time, turning it into a surprisingly exciting competition that attracts thousands of viewers. Cassie is a bipedal robot that set a Guinness World Record by running 100 meters in less than 25 seconds. This achievement highlights advances in humanoid robot engineering, demonstrating how far technology has progressed in artificial mobility and high-speed autonomous locomotion. In Thailand, there is a theme park famous for its spectacular parades and bright lights that has earned several Guinness World Records. This place is a visual festival where culture, art, and technology combine to offer shows with floats, music, and special effects that fill every night with energy and boost local tourism. Kenny Belay got on a mountain bike and crossed a tightrope suspended 8,858 feet high in the French Alps. He rode his bicycle on a slackline and balanced while pedaling above the abyss. Every movement had to be calculated with precision because even the smallest mistake meant a brutal fall from that incredible height. There is an electric mug that stirs your drink by itself. It has a button on the base that activates a small spiral motor to mix coffee, hot chocolate, or shakes without needing a spoon. It is portable, works with a battery or USB cable, and many include a spill-proof lid, making it ideal for taking to work or in the car without making a mess. In 1989, Pepsi paid $3,800,000 to obtain exclusive promotional rights for The Simpsons. This collaboration marked a milestone in television history, demonstrating the power of pop culture in the marketing industry and establishing The Simpsons as a powerful platform for reaching massive audiences. The passport of Latvia contains security details invisible under ultraviolet light. This innovative design not only provides high security against counterfeiting, but also turns it into a true work of documentary engineering art, making it one of the most sophisticated and admired passports in the world. The Motorola Adaptive Display is a phone that bends and transforms into a bracelet. Its flexible 6.9-inch screen can be worn as a smartwatch around the wrist, positioned vertically as a stand, or laid completely flat like any other smartphone. It has batteries distributed throughout the body and an artificial intelligence system that adapts the interface colors to your clothing. In Switzerland, the company Algordanza transforms human ashes into real diamonds through a process that simulates the natural conditions of the earth, creating a unique and eternal jewel. The process involves subjecting the ashes to high pressure and temperature in order to transform the carbon into a diamond that can become a ring, necklace, or other piece of jewelry. Tetris was created in 1984 by the Russian programmer Alexei Pajitnov. In this game, the objective is to fit geometric pieces called tetrominos that fall from the top of the screen. It has become one of the most popular and influential video games in history, known for its simplicity and highly addictive gameplay. Ashgabat, the capital of Turkmenistan, has a curious rule. All buildings and cars must be white or light-colored. This city shines under the sun because of its white marble covering and is considered one of the cleanest cities in the world. Its unique marble architecture gives it a mystical atmosphere and makes it glow both day and night. The Cloven Scorpion gaming chair has a design inspired by a giant scorpion with integrated massages, automatic adjustments, and maximum comfort. It is intended to improve ergonomics during long gaming sessions and has become one of the most eye-catching designs in the gamer accessories market. There is a portable fireplace called Solo Stove Mesa, made of stainless steel that works with firewood. The incredible part is its design that allows the fire to burn cleanly with almost no smoke while producing very pleasant heat. It is compact, safe, and easy to move. You can place it on a terrace without worrying about flying ashes or dangerous sparks. The Russian artist Alexei Sergeyenko created a throne made from $1 million in real banknotes as a social critique about power and money. This artwork, presented in 2015, invites people to reflect on the influence money has on modern societies and the systems of power surrounding it. The retired U-17 submarine was moved from one museum to another in an operation that lasted 2 weeks. Roads had to be modified, traffic stopped, and bridges passed under with only inches to spare. The logistics were so extreme that it looked like a movie scene with special cranes and precise calculations to avoid hitting trees or traffic lights. A Japanese company created an iPhone case with a color electronic ink display that shows useful information such as weather, daily quotes, or personalized images while consuming almost no energy. Because it uses e-ink technology, it can be seen perfectly under sunlight and barely drains the battery, making it one of the most original accessories on the market. In the Nevada desert, Black Rock City is temporarily built for the Burning Man Festival, a unique experience of art, freedom, and self-sufficiency. At the end of the event, the city disappears completely as if it had never existed, following the concept of ephemeral art. A dog-shaped robot called Unitree can climb stairs on its own thanks to its three-dimensional sensors that analyze terrain in real time. It walks like an animal, avoids obstacles, and can maintain balance if someone pushes it. It is used in security, exploration, and surveillance in environments where humans have difficulty accessing. Elephant pedicures are specialized procedures that care for the foot health of these giant mammals. Veterinarians trim and clean their nails while inspecting their feet for deformities or infections. This procedure is essential to guarantee the well-being of elephants living in captivity or zoos. EXA, the personal transport drone, can take off and land in tight spaces thanks to its advanced autopilot. It is ideal for congested areas where traffic is a recurring problem. It represents a clear example of how technology is opening new possibilities for personal mobility in the cities of the future. In Georgia, there is a hanging bar suspended 918 feet above a cliff, offering an impressive panoramic view while visitors enjoy coffee in the air. The structure is designed with maximum safety, and guests can enjoy drinks, music, and a completely unique and unforgettable experience. Underwater strawberries sound like science fiction, but they are real. The Nemo's Garden Project is the first underwater farm in the world. Inside floating spheres, they grow tomatoes, beans, herbs, and strawberries. Everything operates with solar energy without fertile soil and is completely self-sufficient. Water naturally condenses inside, creating a perfect microclimate for growth. The Endurance, the ship from Ernest Shackleton's famous expedition, was found intact in 2022 after more than a century submerged in Antarctic ice. This discovery provides new information about the expedition and demonstrates the incredible preservation ability of objects under extreme cold conditions. The probabilities of being born today on each continent are approximately Asia 55%, Africa 30%, America 10%, Europe 4%, Oceania less than 1%, and Antarctica practically zero. Africa accounts for a much larger share of births than of total population due to its high birth rate. There is a military aircraft so large that it can carry up to 127 tons. It is called the C-5M Super Galaxy, and it is capable of transporting everything from heavy equipment to humanitarian aid in highly complex missions, covering enormous distances without refueling and demonstrating unprecedented cargo capacity in aviation. Goodby Greggetts has created a robotic kitchen that automatically prepares gourmet dishes. Ingredients, temperature, and plating are all controlled by an intelligent system. It is like having a Michelin star chef hidden inside a drawer. You simply choose the recipe and it prepares it. Best of all, it never complains, never arrives late, and never forgets to add salt. The Zarpado is a robot that uses 4 motors to write and draw with human precision. Ideal for creating complex diagrams or technical graphics, it is becoming a key tool in the automation of art and engineering, demonstrating how far machines can replicate human manual skills. There are augmented reality glasses designed for cyclists that display data such as heart rate, travel distance, and alerts when a car approaches. They also have an 8-hour battery life, perfect for long rides. It is like having a personal trainer and co-pilot at the same time without taking your eyes off the road. Cuneiform writing is one of the oldest writing systems in the world and was created by the Sumerians. It was engraved onto clay tablets using a wedge-shaped stylus that left very characteristic angular marks. This system not only became the basis for recording transactions and laws, but also allowed the creation of literature in ancient times. In South Korea, an exoskeleton was developed that allows wheelchair users to walk without human assistance. This technological advance combines robotics and medicine to restore mobility and autonomy to people who have lost it. The exoskeleton fits the body and helps move the legs with simple commands, representing a major step in inclusion and quality of life. Dubai's 24-karat gold banknotes are artistic pieces made of pure gold, with designs inspired by local culture and architecture. Although they have no value as legal currency, they are highly valuable as art and collector's items, reflecting the cultural and economic wealth of the emirate. Apophis is a near-Earth asteroid with a diameter of 1,214 feet that was initially believed to possibly impact Earth in 2029. It was identified in 2004, and although later studies ruled out a collision, astronomers continue monitoring it as part of the study of objects near our planet. The MateBook Fold Ultimate by Huawei is the first laptop with a fully flexible screen. Its ability to fold like a book and transform into a tablet marks a milestone in laptop design, combining power, technology, and innovative engineering that redefines what a personal computer can be. The pink dragon millipede is a unique underground species found in certain parts of Asia. With a segmented body, it can release an unpleasant chemical substance as a defense mechanism when threatened. Besides its defense system, it is characterized by its striking pink coloration, unusual among most millipede species. Brad Pitt appears eating in almost all of his movies, and it is not a coincidence because he does it intentionally to make his characters look more real and human. In Ocean's 11, he ate in 7 different scenes. There is even a YouTube channel dedicated exclusively to compiling all his eating scenes, which became viral among fans of the actor. Train wheels are not perfectly cylindrical but slightly conical, which allows them to function better on tracks. This shape ensures an even weight distribution and reduces wear, improving both stability and efficiency on different types of curves and straight tracks. Originating from the Swiss city of Basel, Basler Leckerli are robust and aromatic biscuits that challenge the first bite with their firm texture. Made with a rich mixture of honey, almonds, candied fruit, and a touch of warm spices like cinnamon and cloves, these delicacies date back to the 15th century. Every summer, the historic city of Avignon transforms into a gigantic theatrical stage thanks to one of the world's most iconic performing arts festivals. Founded in 1947, the Avignon Theatre Festival transforms old palaces, squares, and urban corners into spaces for artistic expression, showcasing everything from renowned classics to avant-garde and provocative works. Located a short distance from the city of Darwin, Litchfield National Park is a natural sanctuary that dazzles with its majestic waterfalls, refreshing pools of crystal-clear water, and enormous termite mounds that resemble alien sculptures. The Yukon Kanto is a peculiar sporting event held in Finland where men carry their wives on their backs while running an obstacle course. This traditional event aims to complete the course as quickly as possible, testing the participants' endurance and skill. The most unusual aspect of the event is the prize. The winner receives beer equal to his wife's weight. Did you know there is a restaurant based on toilets? At Gordo's restaurant in Israel, customers enjoy frozen desserts served in toilet-shaped containers, a presentation that is as surprising as it is appealing. But it is not just the desserts that are unusual. The seats are toilets too. This peculiar concept has gained popularity on social media, where photos of the restaurant elicit mixed reactions. Interestingly, Taiwan is also home to another restaurant with the same theme, further adding to the fame of these eccentric establishments. At Orly Airport in Paris, travelers can enjoy a unique experience while waiting for their flight. PlayStation 5 consoles are available for free, undoubtedly a modern touch that makes the hours before the flight more enjoyable. Anyone can lose track of time. In Japan, Mitsubishi Electric's Toku Fastbot has dazzled the world by solving a Rubik's Cube in a record time of just 0.204 seconds. This robot uses high-speed servo motors and an artificial intelligence algorithm to recognize colors and perform the necessary moves with astonishing precision. With this feat, it surpassed the human record of 3.13 seconds set by Max Park in 2023. Did you know that breakdancing made its debut at the 2024 Paris Olympics as a sporting discipline? It was an innovative addition that sought to reflect modern cultural trends. However, for the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics, it was decided to exclude it from the program, citing the need to review its impact on more traditional competitions. The amazing boiling lake of Dominica is a unique natural wonder and one of the largest boiling lakes on the planet. This bubbling lake is located inside a volcanic crater and reaches temperatures so high that the water constantly boils. The steam rising from its gray waters comes from active geothermal springs beneath the surface, making it a striking example of the intense volcanic activity that characterizes this Caribbean island. In Vietnam, the Mid-Autumn Moon Festival, called Tet Trung Thu, stands out as one of the most vibrant and joyful festivities, especially for children. During this celebration, the streets are filled with colorful lanterns, parades, and traditional dances, creating a magical and festive atmosphere. Children actively participate with games, songs, and the traditional tasting of mooncakes, a symbol of the festival. The longest recorded insect is the Chan giant stick insect, which can exceed about 22 inches in length. This insect, with its elongated body and appearance that mimics branches or sticks, uses its camouflage to blend seamlessly into the vegetation, making it one of the best masters of disguise in the animal kingdom. Its impressive size and ability to blend in make it a fascinating creature for entomologists and nature lovers. The Bacalar Lagoon, located in Quintana Roo, is known for its crystal-clear waters that display a stunning array of turquoise hues. This spot is a popular destination for water sports enthusiasts. Its natural beauty and tranquility make Bacalar an ideal place to relax and connect with nature. The lagoon also boasts stromatolite formations, ancient living organisms that contribute to the area's rich ecosystem. The World Balloon Festival in León, Guanajuato, stands out as one of the most vibrant and energetic spectacles in all of Mexico. Every year, this event brings together hundreds of hot air balloons of various colors and shapes, creating a mesmerizing panorama in the sky. In addition to the flights, the festival offers cultural activities, live music, and culinary options that attract visitors from all over the country and the world. Certain species of iguanas, especially the marine iguana that inhabits the Galapagos Islands, possess the amazing ability to stay underwater for extended periods. These aquatic reptiles have developed special adaptations that allow them to hold their breath while submerged to feed on marine algae and avoid predators. In 2006, Brian Randall Schaefer was seen entering a bar in Ohio. He never appeared on security cameras, and no one ever saw him again. There is no evidence of an escape nor any signs of foul play. He vanished inside an enclosed space as if he had been swallowed by the earth. One of the most baffling cases of the modern era. In the famous Waitomo Caves, located in New Zealand, a dazzling phenomenon occurs every night. Thousands of bioluminescent worms inhabit the cavern ceilings, creating a spectacle of blue lights that illuminate the dark underground waters. This brilliant natural phenomenon is one of the most impressive wonders of the world, attracting thousands of tourists every year. Imagine a fish that, instead of swimming, walks along the ocean floor as if patrolling the reef in a hat and spurs. This Australian fish does not move like the others. It has modified fins that resemble legs, which it uses to literally walk along the seabed. Its style is so peculiar that biologists describe it as the cowboy of the ocean. With more than 21 million inhabitants, Lagos, Nigeria, is not only one of the largest cities in the world, but also one of the most difficult to live in. Hellish traffic, constant power outages, water pollution, tons of garbage piled up, and entire neighborhoods without basic services. But the most serious problem, the constant threat of infectious diseases, crime, and infrastructure collapse. Daniel Tammet has savant syndrome and synesthesia. That means he sees numbers as shapes, colors, and even textures. Thanks to this, he memorized more than 22000 digits of pi and learned Icelandic in a week. But what is most impressive is how she describes numbers. 289 is ugly. 333 is attractive. 9 is enormous, like a mountain. Yes, her brain literally translates mathematics into visual art. In 1972, this German student astonished everyone when it was discovered that she could see with 20 times greater precision than a normal person. She could see a person from more than 1 mile away and recognize their face. The strangest thing, she did not wear glasses or have surgery. She was simply born with clinically confirmed mutant vision. In the Guangxi province of China are located the famous covered bridges known as wind and rain bridges, built by the Dan community. These wooden structures, assembled without nails, represent an astonishing example of ancient engineering. Tokyo is home to artificial islands like Odaiba, an entertainment destination famous for its Diversity Tokyo Plaza shopping mall and its enormous life-size Gundam statue. In addition, it houses the innovative Team Lab Borderless Digital Museum, offering a unique and immersive experience for visitors. Paul McCartney's marriage to Heather Mills ended in a costly divorce, with McCartney paying approximately $48.7 million. This became one of the most expensive celebrity divorces in history. The Henningsvær Stadium, located on the island of Lofoten in Norway, offers spectacular views of the ocean and surrounding mountains. Without traditional stands, fans enjoy the game from an asphalt walkway that encircles the pitch, making this stadium a truly unique venue. Treats and Pets Deli, an innovative restaurant in Germany, offers gourmet dishes designed to satisfy the palates of dogs and cats. Since opening, it has become a popular spot where pets enjoy a unique culinary experience, reflecting the growing focus on animal welfare. At Cafe Ruru in Japan, the tables are made of water, a highly original concept that combines design and functionality. These ethereal tables create a unique and futuristic atmosphere. Mehran Karimi Nasseri, an Iranian refugee, spent 18 years living in Terminal 1 of Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. Although life in the airport was not comfortable, he found food, security, and warmth there, which gave him more stability than other options. Over time, he fully adapted to his life among the boarding gates, and airport staff even helped him clean his clothes. His extraordinary story inspired the film The Terminal. For nearly 20 years, he lived in the waiting area, becoming a mythical figure among travelers and airport employees, and his presence became an integral part of the airport's atmosphere. The golden lion tamarin, a tiny primate from Brazil, is distinguished by its golden mane that resembles that of a lion. It measures between 12 and 16 inches long, not including its tail, and boasts a lustrous coat. However, its beauty is threatened by the destruction of its natural habitat, which places it on the brink of extinction. The urgent conservation of its environment is essential to ensure the survival of this unique species. Andrew Dahl, a young man with an astonishing talent, set a world record by inflating 27 balloons using only his nose in 3 minutes. Although the record now stands at 28 balloons, his original feat remains memorable for its originality and skill. This peculiar and astonishing achievement highlights the creativity and unique abilities that can land someone in the record books. In Ethiopia, the Erta Ale volcano is home to one of the most amazing and underappreciated natural phenomena on the planet, an active lava lake that remains in constant flux. This impressive body of molten magma offers a mesmerizing spectacle of fire and light that attracts adventurers and scientists alike. In Western Australia, Wave Rock stands out as a stunning natural structure that resembles the shape of a huge wave frozen in time, ready to crash. This curious rock formation, sculpted by erosion over millions of years, attracts visitors from all over the world for its singular beauty and unique appearance. In the Aydın region of Turkey, a unique festival dedicated to camel fighting is held annually, a custom that dates back almost 2,400 years. During this traditional event, camels engage in ceremonial combat that attracts locals and tourists alike. This age-old practice is part of the local culture and reflects the historical relationship between the communities and these majestic animals. The Pacific bluefin tuna holds the title of the world's most expensive fish. During the opening of the Toyosu Fish Market in Tokyo, Japan, a specimen weighing about 610 pounds fetched a record price of $31,000,000 at the inaugural auction in 2019. This impressive value reflects the high demand and prestige associated with this species in haute cuisine, especially in the preparation of sushi and sashimi. The most recently formed country in the world is South Sudan, which officially separated from Sudan in 2011. This nation was born after years of conflict and negotiations, becoming a new independent member on the global map. Since its formation, South Sudan has faced various challenges as it seeks to consolidate its sovereignty and develop its national identity. Its creation symbolizes an important process of political and social change in modern history. The volcano known as Ijen, located in Indonesia, is famous for an extraordinary phenomenon: its intensely blue flames. These blue lights appear due to the spontaneous combustion of sulfuric gases that are constantly released from its crater. This natural spectacle can only be appreciated in the darkness of night, when the contrast with the darkness enhances its mystical glow. In the remote village of Nongriat, India, lies an impressive natural creation called the Double Root Bridge. This unique structure is the work of the Khasi tribe, who have carefully woven the living roots of trees to form a sturdy and eco-friendly crossing over the local rivers. These bridges, built with patience and respect for nature, can support the weight of up to 50 people at the same time, demonstrating an ancient technique of green engineering. The pisco sour is an icon of Peru, recognized as its national drink. Its classic recipe combines pisco, lime, simple syrup, egg white, and Angostura bitters, creating a refreshing cocktail with a perfect balance of acidity, sweetness, and intensity. Bukchon Hanok Village in Seoul, South Korea, is a charming neighborhood famous for its traditional Hanok houses and offers a unique glimpse into Seoul life before modernization. After hanging up his football gloves in 2019, Petr Cech, the legendary Chelsea goalkeeper, surprised the world by joining Guildford Phoenix, a second-tier ice hockey team in the UK, combining his love of the sport with a new adventure. Hogmanay is the iconic Scottish New Year celebration, lasting from the night of December 31st to January 2nd. This celebration blends ancient traditions and modern events, offering a rich and vibrant cultural experience. Among its most prominent customs are the torchlight processions that illuminate the streets, creating a magical and timeless atmosphere. The Morphobot M4 can adapt from a robot designed for exploring difficult terrain into a rescue machine capable of reaching disaster zones where humans cannot go. And with that, we wrap up. Like the video, subscribe to Zarpado, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next video. Share it with anyone who loves learning new things. See you next time.